This is Doofy McButterscotch back again. But before I get to Antonio Banderas, since I ran out of time, I forgot to give my opinion on Alec Baldwin. Now, I think he's a good actor, but he wouldn't be my favorite. But I definitely would rather watch his movies rather than some other movies. He hasn't been in anything absolutely atrocious yet, so he's okay on my radar. Okay, now Antonio Banderas. Now, a reminder, X's are movies I've seen. No X's means I have not seen it yet. So, let's get started. The Mask of Zorro. Now, this was a little bit cheesy for a flick for me. I had action, a little bit of comedy, but it's definitely aimed more for the kids, I think. It's something that the adults would probably laugh at as far as an action movie. It was still good though, but just not for everyone. It is a bit too cheesy. Next, you've got Interview with the Vampire Chronicles. This was a bit different. It's got Brad Pitt in it. And it's got Spider-Man's girlfriend in there when she was a bit younger. And it's about vampires, as you can tell. Yeah. It's a bit of a different it's also got Tom Cruise in it. He's the main guy. It's real different for a vampire flick. It's about a whole group of vampires rather than just one vampire. It's definitely better than Twilight, that's for damn sure. And it's got an alright plot. Everyone won't probably get into it. It's not the best vampire film to watch, so if you're into the bloodthirsty stuff, this isn't the best thing to go with. So, proceed with caution. Philadelphia. Now this one's real different. It's the very first gay film that I will be reviewing on this list, and certainly will not be the last. It's got Denzel Washington, who plays a lawyer, and it's got Tom Hanks, who plays a gay man suffering from AIDS. And yeah, that'll probably turn a lot of you off of this right off the bat. And I wouldn't have watched this movie ever if it wasn't on this book. But yeah, it's about as bad as you'd think it would be. It's not really the best. Unless you're really into AIDS, I really wouldn't suggest it. Even if you're from Philadelphia, you probably aren't going to be into this that much. Spy Kids. Now, I thought this one was pretty darn good. I saw this as a kid. I thought it had a lot of laughs in it, a lot of funniness, but I think if I watched it today, I'd probably think it was pretty stupid. But as a kid, this is an awesome film to watch, so if you're watching this and you're a parent, you could get them to see Spy Kids. They'll get a chuckle out of it. It's family friendly. It's about a couple of kids who discover that their parents are actually spies, and they go out to rescue them. And it's quite entertaining. It's pretty good. Yeah. Then you've got the Spy Kids 2 Island of Lost Dreams. Now this one is even better than the last one. It's funnier. It's still a bit cheesy, but it's definitely the best, because I saw the third one and I didn't think the third one was the best, so this second one is definitely the best in the whole Spy Kids. I haven't seen the newest one, and I don't necessarily want to see it, because I don't want to be let down, because I like this film. I don't want it to get chopped to pieces when I see that one. But yeah, I thought it was really awesome. Got a really good plot, and it's got some rivalries. They've got some other Spy Kids that they introduced to the story, so that adds a little bit of fun to it. I liked it, and I still enjoy it to this day as a 20-something-year-old. So there you go. Watch it if you haven't watched it yet. It's pretty good. Then you got Desperado. Now this is one of the real good Antonio Banderas films. Yeah, he's playing El Mariachi, which is a Mexican bandito kind of guy who's is kind of like Robin Hood, except he kills a hell of a lot more. There's a lot more violence, and it's a really, really, really good series. It's got Salma Hayek. It's for all you action genre people and you guys that are into westerns. I would highly suggest this if you have not watched it already. Desperado is a really good flick. You should watch it if you're into that sort of stuff. If you're not, you might not like it. It's not the absolute best movie in the world, but it is pretty darn good for an action movie compared to what's out there today. Then you got Frida. Now this movie is atrocious. The worst one on this list. It's also got Salma Hayek, but she plays a painter, and Antonio Banderas plays like a 30-second part in this. He's not even important to the story at all. He's just like a guy that says, "Hey, Salma Hayek, nice boobs," and that's about it. He's that guy. And yeah, it's about her. She plays Frida Kahlo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And yeah, she's an artist and a lesbian. Oh yeah, this is another gay movie. Forgot to mention that one. And yeah, it's super duper depressing. It's awful. It's just, there's good little documentary, or not documentary, but movies they do on real people, but this is definitely not one of them. I would not suggest it at all. It's atrocious. Even if you're a fan of the artist, don't watch it. You'll be very disappointed. Now, Antonio Banderas. What do I think of that character? He's a bit sometimes hard to understand, but I think he's okay. He's good when he plays that cat in Shrek, but I'm not the biggest fan of the guy. He's been in some pretty sucky movies. Yeah, not the best. Better than others, but definitely don't watch all of his movies. That is a mistake. And we're starting to run out of time, but next time we'll do Humphrey Bogart and we shall review some of his movies. We'll get through his quick, since I don't have many of his, then Marlon Brando. So, Doofy McButterscotch signing off. See ya!